Morning. Huh. How are you? Okay. So ACIO. Okay. So what is the exam date? Exam date not yet given. Okay. So what is the pattern of your IB exam? What is the exam pattern?
Subjects.
Exam pattern. How many marks? Total how many stages?
2 stages.
2 or 3?
Tier 1, Tier 2, and interview.
Tier 1, Tier 2 and interview. Tier 1? Tier 1. How many marks? Tier 1?
200.
200. How many questions?
100.
100 questions. See, out of 100 questions, in Tier 1, out of 100 questions, 20 questions from your GK. Basic history, polity, geography, science, environment, okay, these aspects. Then 20 marks from your current affairs, okay, 20 from aptitude and reasoning as well as the English, okay. So total 100 questions, 200 marks, each question carries 2 marks. Okay, so first paper is objective, one is objective. Second paper, second tier 2 descriptive paper. Okay, they can ask you the comprehension or they can ask you the essay type questions like your UPSC mains essay type questions. Okay, long questions for 5 marks, 10 marks. Okay, so that is what. See, what is the previous cutoff? IBACIO previous cutoff. Have you seen the previous cutoff? See, whenever you are preparing for a particular exam, before starting your preparation, okay, it's your duty to know about everything regarding that particular exam. Like what is the PYQs, okay, previous year cutoff, okay. So these are the things you should maintain. Okay, first go through the cutoff. Okay, hope you got it. What is the cutoff for tier 1? What is the cutoff for the tier 2? And what is the final cutoff? Okay, interview cutoff. Go through it. Hope you got it. So out of 20 question is from GK. Okay, 20 question from GK. It covers all the subject, your basic subject, static subject. Okay, out of 20, 4 to 5 questions from your history. 4 to 5 questions from your history. History, see, major among these 4 to 5 questions, history majority questions comes from your modern India. And even though they will cover the history in this section, which section? Current affairs section. Okay, hope you got it. History illu baratte. Hope you got it. Okay, they will cover history in current affairs as well, in your GK portion as well. Okay, in GK portion they will cover the questions from the your static basic questions. In current affairs they can ask you recently the Maratha military landscape recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, previous year they asked the question from the Hoysala monuments in IBACIO question. Okay, exam tier 1 exam they asked the question from the Hoysala monuments. Why they asked the question? Because in that year Hoysala monuments as well as the UNESCO sites were in news. Hope you got it. So that's why they asked the question. Now in this year, okay, military landscape, Maratha military landscapes. Okay, these are the in news. These are the current affairs. Okay, so they can ask you the questions. Listen here first. Listen here. They can ask you the question and other things. That is recently Prime Minister visited to the Gangaikonda Cholapuram in Tamil Nadu. Okay, Gangaikonda Cholapuram, that is a temple. Okay, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, that was built by the Chola dynasty, Chola king, Rajaraja, Rajendra. They can ask you a question from that particular aspect. Hope you got it. So these are the questions. History, they can ask you from current affairs perspective, and they can ask you from the your static perspective. Hope you got it. So hence you have to updated with your current affairs as well as the your static portion. Clear? Okay, so I will take history classes for 4 days. Okay, 3 days we will cover the your static part, ancient, medieval, and the modern. Okay, 3 days, just a glimpse. Okay, it will possible to cover the entire thing, okay, within the minimum time, but I will try my level best. Hope you got it. So we will cover the entire thing already. Okay, ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Okay, so that's why don't worry about it. The At the end of the class we will take care of the history, current affairs, important current affairs from your exam perspective on the basis of the PYQs. Okay, we'll take care of your current affairs. Okay, 3 days ancient, medieval, modern. Okay, 1 day your current affairs. Okay, have you seen the PYQs? IB, ACIO PYQs?
Few of them we have seen, so the seaside.
So all the shifts, okay, all the PYQs, okay, all the shift like history, like GK, your current affairs, your reasoning, your aptitude. Okay, uh, if you want, I will share you. Okay, more than 300 questions is there. Okay, if you want, I will share you that particular file. Okay, just go through the PYQs, just solve the questions. It will help you. Okay, so if you are like, these are the very easy subjects, like GK, current affairs, like maths. Okay, English, very easy subject. Hope you got it. You can easily clear the tier 1. If you clear the tier 1, then uh, tier 2 is very easy, because that is a descriptive, no separate preparation is needed. Okay, just go through the PYQs, how they are asking the questions according to the trend, according to the current affairs. Just go through it. Clear? So first focus on the tier 1, because clearing tier 1 is your game changer. Hope you got it. Okay, so this is our class approach. Today ancient, tomorrow medieval. Okay, so day after tomorrow your modern, and Thursday your current affairs, history, current affairs. Okay, so now we'll begin with the ancient India. So ancient India. Okay, so it will start from your Stone Age. Okay, what is the history? First of all, what is the history? History means what? Studying past. It is a compilation of the events, past events. The compilation of the past events. That is what the meaning of the history. Who was the father of history? Father of the history?
Robert,
No. That is father of prehistory. Robert Bruce Foote was the father of prehistory. Okay, father of the history, Herodotus. Okay, so just I think, where is your brother?
he joined for the master.
Okay, so now see, just introduction. History can be divided into 3 types: prehistory, then proto-history, then history. Okay, prehistory, proto-history, and the history. Prehistory means what? The events occurred before the invention of writing. That is what the meaning of prehistory. Okay, so example, your prehistory is Stone Age. Stone Age. Why is Stone Age considered as a part of prehistory? Because in that particular age, stones are the major source. Okay, there were no written records. Hope you got it. On the basis of the stone, we created a story, we created a history. Hope you got it. That is what the Stone Age means. That is a part of the prehistory. Prehistory means what? The events occurred before the invention of writing. Clear? There were no written records. On the basis of the stone, we created a history. Clear? Next, proto-history means what? There were written records, but not yet deciphered. We cannot understand what they exactly written. There were written records in the form of seals. Okay, in the form of various trading seals, like that. Okay, there were written records, but we cannot understand it, what they exactly written, what is the exact meaning of that particular writing. Okay, that is what the proto history. Example, your Indus Valley civilization, the seals of the Indus Valley civilization. Clear? That is what the proto-history. Proto-history means what? There were written records, but not yet deciphered. We cannot understand what they exactly written. Clear? Next, history means what? There were plenty of written records from your Vedic period to till 1947. There were plenty of written records, such as your Vedas, Upanishads, okay, Buddhism, Jainism. There were lot of written records. On the basis of written records, we created a history. That is what the history. Clear? Prehistory means what? There were no written records. Example, Stone Age. Robert Bruce Foote, considered as the father of prehistory. Bruce Foote, considered as a father of prehistory. Next, proto-history means what? There were written records, but we cannot understand it. What they exactly written. Clear? Example, your Indus Valley civilization. History means from Vedic period to till 1947. That is a part of your history. Means there were plenty of written records. Clear? I have given you everything. Okay. The Vedas, Upanishads, I will tell you again. Don't worry about it. Clear? So this is what your basics of history. Now we'll begin with the Stone Age. Okay. Just I'll share you the PPT. Okay. No need to. Okay. Okay. Just go through it. Okay. So now, first one, Stone Age. Why this period is known as a Stone Age? Because stones are the major source of this particular period. Clear? So that's why we called it as a Stone Age. Okay, there were no other sources. Only stones are the major sources. Okay, Stone Age classified into three stages. One is Paleolithic stage, okay, Mesolithic and the Neolithic. Paleolithic means what? Old Stone Age. Paleolithic means what? Old Stone Age. Okay, the earliest period of your Stone Age. Okay, so during Paleolithic period, the main occupation of the people were hunting and food gathering. Hunting and the food gathering, because man did not had a knowledge regarding cooking, regarding occupation, regarding house building, regarding agriculture. Okay, he don't know anything. Okay, that's why their main occupation was hunting and food gathering. Okay, later they invented the knowledge of the fire. They can ask you the questions. Okay, in which age, okay, the invention of fire was took place? That is Paleolithic place. Paleo means what? Old. Paleo means what? Old. Lithic means what? Stone. Lithic means what? Stone. Lithosphere. Litho means what? Stone. Old Stone Age. Clear? So the major occupation of the Paleolithic man was food gathering and the hunting the wild animals. Okay, later they developed the knowledge of the fire. Okay, and they used the rough stone tools because there was no technology. Okay, man did not aware about anything, so hence they used very rough stone tools. Okay, while they hunting, while they gathering the foods. Clear? So, and Paleolithic man used quartzite rock. This is a type of a rock, quartzite rock. Hence, the Paleolithic man known as a quartzite man. Hence, the Paleolithic man known as a quartzite man. This is the first stage of your Stone Age. Clear? One is hunting and gathering, invention of the fire, quartzite rock, rough stone tools. 4 points is enough. Okay, next stage after Paleolithic stage, that is Mesolithic stage. This is Mesolithic stage is considered as an intermediate stage. Okay, in Mesolithic stage, man gradually started to develop. Okay, so here intermediate stage. Okay, in Paleolithic stage, what is the occupation of the man? Hunting and gathering. Now man, along with hunting, he started to herding the animals. He started to herding the animals, so domestication of the animals. Okay, and in this stage, man used small stone tools, and these stone tools known as a microliths. Micro means what? Small. Lith means what? Stone. Small stone tools. Okay, so microliths were invented during the time of Mesolithic period. Very important, they can ask you the question. Microliths belongs to which of the following age? That is Mesolithic age. Clear? So, and in Mesolithic period, the man started to paint on a caves. Okay, rock cut painting was started during the time of Mesolithic period. Okay, so next, the last stage, that is Neolithic stage. This is also known as a Neolithic revolution. Neolithic revolution. Okay, so Neolithic revolution. What is the meaning of revolution? The rapid change. Revolution means what? A rapid change. Okay, in this stage, man started to grow the food crops. Okay, man started to acquire the knowledge regarding the pottery, regarding the tools. Okay, so advent of the food production, development of the agriculture. Okay, next, emergence of the village communities. If the man practicing a agriculture, he should settle at a one particular place. Okay, see, imagine this is a small land area, piece of land. If man started to agriculture here, he should settle near agricultural land. Okay, these permanent settling will lead to development of a village communities. Clear? So this is what known as and the innovation of the technology. This is what known as the Neolithic revolution. So first step, your Paleolithic age. Paleolithic age, okay, rock, sorry, quartzite rock, okay, hunting and gathering, then rough stone tools, then
Fire.
invention of the fire. Okay, this is about the Paleolithic period. Then Mesolithic period, intermediate stage, then hunting and herding, then microliths, then rock painting. The best example is Bhimbetka, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then Neolithic period, agriculture production for food production, technology. Okay, development of the village communities, development of the family. Clear? So this is about your stone age. This is enough for your exam. This is enough. Okay. So next job.
Was first used in Neolithic.
Yes. Okay. So pottery. See, during the time of Mesolithic period, they gradually started to build a potteries. Okay, but majority of the potteries available from this period, Neolithic period. Clear? Because that's why this is known as a innovation of the technology. Earlier, they used hand to make a pottery. In the Neolithic period, they used wheels. Okay, wheel made potteries. Clear? So that is what. Next, these are the important sites. Okay, they won't ask you too much depth, so don't worry. This is for UPSC. So now come to the next topic, Indus Valley civilization. Okay, so done. Clear? Hope you got it. Is there any doubt? No doubt. So Indus Valley civilization. Why this is known as the Indus Valley civilization? Why this civilization known as the Indus Valley civilization?
The civilization which started with the Indus.
So the civilization which developed on the river bank of Indus River. Indus and its tributary, right bank tributary, left bank tributary. Okay, so now see, Indus Water Treaty was in news. Okay, so just to go through it, what is the Indus Water Treaty? I hope you are aware about it. Okay, just to go through it, Indus Water Treaty. So Indus Valley civilization was developed during the time of 1920s. 1920s, during the time of British era. Okay, so 1920s, the British, they started to laying the railway tracks in the Punjab region, modern day Pakistan region. Okay, during that time, they discovered the various ancient sources, kind of a bricks, pottery, okay, the bones, okay, the animal remains, okay, all these things. Okay, so first site of the Indus Valley civilization, that is Harappa, 1921. Harappa was discovered by the Arab Sahani in 1921, and Harappa located on which river? Ravi River. Okay, now it is in Pakistan. Okay, so now listen. Second site was 1922, that is Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro was discovered by R.D. Banerjee in 1922. Okay, so in 1924, then Director of Archaeological Survey of India, John Marshall. John Marshall. Okay, he declared that invention of a new civilization of India. In 1924, he declared that Indus Valley civilization is the first civilization of India. Okay, in 1924, John Marshall, a British official as well as the Director General of Archaeological Survey of India. Clear? So the important sites of the Indus Valley civilization, I hope they want to ask you the questions from the Indus Valley civilization. It's our duty to cover everything. Okay, that is Harappa. Harappa discovered by Dayaram Sahni. Okay, next Mohenjo-daro, R.D. Banerjee. Next Sukta Jando, Chanu Daro, Amri, Kalibangan, Lothal, Surkotada, Banawali, and Dholavira. These are the important sites of the Indus Valley civilization. Clear? Then what are the archaeological sources from these places? Okay, from Harappa, in Harappa we can find the granaries. What are the usage of the granary? Granary, storing the food grains for emergency situations. Okay, next idol of the dancing girl. Then in Mohenjo-daro, great bath, kind of a swimming pool. Okay, then mother goddesses, then bearded man. The first slide, bearded man. Okay, this was. Okay, so this was found in Mohenjo-daro. Okay, next Lothal, that is the only port city of the Indus Valley civilization, Lothal. Okay, in Lothal we can find the dockyard and the double burial system as well as the fire altars. Okay, so dockyard, what is the usage of the ports? Okay, for trading purpose, trading activities. Clear? So next to Kalibangan, in Kalibangan also we can find the fire altars. Okay, it indicates their religious policies. Okay, the religious situations. Okay, then flood field. Okay, so then Banawali, we can find in Banawali, that is flow, clay model of the flow. Okay, so these are the important sites and the important archaeological remains from the various fields. Okay, see, for your exam I will share you this PPT. Okay, the both ancient, medieval, modern as well as the current affairs. This is enough. Okay, so whatever I am telling you, this is enough. They won't ask you too much depth. They won't ask you too much unnecessary things. Okay, don't worry about it. They can ask you regarding the Vijayanagar Empire. They can ask you question from the Ashoka. Okay, they can ask you question from the non-cooperation movement. We got it. Just go through it. Basic facts. Okay, facts are very important. Okay, so this is about the Indus Valley civilization. Now we'll deal with the situation of the Indus Valley civilization. See, Indus Valley civilization is the first urbanized civilization in the Southeast Asia. First urbanized civilization in the Southeast Asia. What is the meaning of urbanization? Development, then infrastructure, then adopting modern techniques. Okay, that is what urbanization, your geography part. Okay, so now Indus Valley civilization mainly known for its town planning or urbanization. Okay, so now we will deal with the town planning. So imagine this is a city. Imagine this is a city. City divided into two parts. Imagine this is a Mohenjo-daro, one of the city of Indus Valley civilization. This is a Mohenjo-daro. Cities were divided into two parts. Okay, one is western part. One is western part. Another one is eastern part. Western part of the city known as a citadel. Western part of the city known as a, this part is known as a citadel. Okay, it acts as a kind of a capital city. Okay, so the upper class of the people, okay, the ruling class of the that particular civilization, okay, uh, this is the resident of the, this is a place where these people were reside. Clear? So next, this is the eastern part known as a lower town. Common people, okay, were living in this part. Clear? This is the eastern part and the western part. Western part known as a citadel. They can ask you the question. Western part of the Indus Valley civilization known as a what? Citadel. Clear? So next, house grid pattern. Grid pattern means what? Imagine. This is what a grid pattern. Okay. Grid pattern house. These are the houses. These are the houses. These are the streets in a rectangular shape. Clear? So this is what the houses built on the grid pattern. Then streets north to south, east to west. Okay, and they maintained a well-planned drainage system. They constructed well-planned drainage system, like modern drainage system. Okay, so next to their society. Their society. They used red black pottery. They used red black pottery for cooking, okay, to store the food grains, okay, for other household activities. And they used cotton and wool cloths. Cotton and wool cloths. Then script right to left. Right to left and the left to right alternative. Clear? And they on their seals, I hope, have you seen the seals of the Indus Valley civilization? These kind of okay, symbols on their seals. Okay, these symbols resembles the figures of the animal. Clear? So this is what the figurines of the animals. This is what their society. Okay, no need to worry about it. Okay, they want to ask you the questions, just go through it. Okay, for your basic understanding. Economy, there was no metallic currency during the time of Indus Valley civilization. Usually trade happens on the basis of barter system. Okay, so next to, they used copper, bronze, silver, gold. These are the metals used by the IBC people, but they did not use the iron. They did not use the iron. Okay, the people were aware about gold, silver, bronze, copper, everything, but they did not aware about the iron. Clear? So next to, the Indus Valley people were aware about the weights and measures. Both internal as well as the external trade was there. Clear? So external trade, imagine the Lothal dockyard, the port of the Lothal. Okay, what is the advantage of the port? What is the usage of the port for external trading? Okay, so next to religion. Okay, there was no single remains of the temple architecture in the Indus Valley civilization. Clear? So the people were usually worships the nature, like the people tree. Okay, so the natural animals like snake, okay, like pigeon, these kind of the nature worship was there. And fire altars, where we found the fire altars? Lothal and the Kalibangan. In Lothal and Kalibangan, there was the remains of the fire altars. Okay, so this is about their religious system. Clear? And there was a presence of amulets. Amulets means what? Kind of a protection against the, it is a tool of a protection against the evil spirits. Okay, so then the reasons behind the decline of the Indus Valley civilization, one is Aryan invasion. Okay, so next one is ecological disturbance, kind of a earthquake. Okay, there may be a flood. Okay, next to change in river course, may Indus river change its course, flowing course. Okay, then low rainfall, earthquake. Okay, evidence of the earthquake we can found in the Kalibangan. Okay, so these are the reasons for the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. Hope you got it. Indus Valley civilization. Okay, they can ask you the questions from your sites, archaeological remains. Okay, they want to ask you the questions from the society and the economy. Okay, I hope, I don't know. On the basis of the PYQ, they can ask you a question from the sides. Clear? So this is about Indus Valley civilization. Hope you got it. So now, revise it from here. Revise it. Next. I will share you. Don't worry. I will share you this PPT. Next.
I think there was a question based on this, so I've seen
Hmm.
like what is the height of mother bodies?
What is that?
Height of mother bodies.
Okay, okay. I think, I hope. Okay. Which exam?
IB,
IB. Okay.
that was 15 centimeters.
15 centimeter. Okay. Recently, I think in UPSC prelims also there was a question regarding the dancing girl. Yes or not? Oh. Height of mother goddesses. That's why I'm telling you, follow the PYQs. If you follow the PYQs, it will give you a comprehensive idea regarding the exam. What kind of exam this? Hope you got it. If you understand the trend of the exam, you can easily prepare according to the recent trend. Without PYQs, you are not able to clear the any exam. To clear government exam, PYQs are very, very important. Okay. If possible, we'll go through the history PYQs at the end of the class. Okay, if possible, time idre. Okay, so next, come to the Vedic period. Okay, so Vedic period. Why this period known as a Vedic period? Because Vedas are the major source. Vedas are the written records. Vedas are the written records of this particular period. Hence, this is known as a Vedic period. Okay, so Vedic period from 1500 to 500 BCE. Okay, before Common Era. Okay, so now what is the meaning of the Veda? The Veda, the word derived from the Sanskrit word called Vid. Vid means what? Knowledge. Okay, so the Vedas are the mainly composed by the Aryans. I've told you the reason behind the decline of Indus Valley civilization, Aryan invasion. After the decline of Indus Valley civilization, at the same place the Vedic culture was developed. Okay, so Vedas are the mainly composed by the Aryans. Arya means what? To cultivate or the noble man. Okay, so the Vedic culture developed on the Sapta Sindhu region. Okay, so Jhelum, Bihar, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, the tributaries of the Indus River. Okay, so the Vedic period can be classified into two stages. One is early Vedic period. Okay, that is 1500 to 1000 BCE. Early Vedic period. This is also known as the Rig Vedic period. Okay, so next to later Vedic period from 1000 to 500 BCE. Clear? So Vedic period can be classified into two stages. One is early Vedic period. Early Vedic period. from 1500 to 1000 BCE. Okay, this was also known as a Rigvedic period because Rigveda composed during this period. Clear? Next to later Vedic period. Later Vedic period. Later Vedic period, that is 1000 to 500 BCE. Okay, other Vedas like another three Vedas like Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda were composed during the later Vedic period. Clear? So now we'll deal with the Vedas. First one. Okay, so Vedic literature can be classified into two types. One is Shruti literature, another one is Smriti literature. Shruti literature means what? Which we can hear. Smriti literature means what? Which we can remember. Okay, so Shruti literature, under the Shruti literature comes under the Vedas. Vedas comes under the Shruti literature. What are the Vedas? How many Vedas? Four Vedas. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. Okay, Rigveda was the first Veda composed by the Aryans. Okay, so Rigveda, see each and every Vedas. One second. If you want, you can just note it down. Already you note Beda. So Rigveda consists 1028 hymns. Okay, and it divided into 10 mandalas. Mandalas means what? Parts. Okay, and Purusha Suktas comes under the Rigveda. Purusha Suktas means what? The Varna system. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Hope you got it? Okay, Rigveda. And the Upaveda of the Rigveda was, that is Ayurveda. Ayurveda. Next, Samaveda. Samaveda deals with your music. Okay, so Samaveda considered as the origin of the Hindustani music. Okay, Samaveda, it is a collection of the music, and the Upaveda of the Samaveda, that is Gandharva Veda. Okay, Gandharva Veda. Next, Yajurveda. Yajurveda deals with, okay, it deals with the rules and the procedure while you are performing a sacrifices. Okay, so while you are performing like Ashwamedha, Vajapeya, Rajasuya, these are the sacrifices in the Hinduism. While you are performing these sacrifices, what are the rules and procedure you should follow? These are the rules comes under the Yajurveda. And the Upaveda of the Yajurveda is the Dhanurveda. Yes or not? Dhanurveda. Okay. The Upaveda of the Yajurveda is your Dhanurveda. Clear? So next, Atharva Veda. Okay. Atharva Veda deals with the magic spells and the charms against the evil spirits. Okay. So Atharva Veda, the Upaveda of the Atharva Veda is Shilpa Veda. Shilpa Veda. Veda and Upaveda. They can ask you match to the following question. Okay, Veda and the Upaveda. Clear? So now, next to Vedas, next to Brahmanas. Brahmanas means it deals with the version of the Hinduism and the version of the gradual development of the Hindu society and the culture. That is Brahmanas. Next, listen here. Aranyakas. Aranyakas means what?
Forest books.
These are the forest books composed by the sages for their disciples. Okay, while they are meditating. Okay, so Aranyakas mainly focusing on the meditation part of the life. They defines the life in a very philosophical way. Okay, these are the books composed by the sages for their students or the pupils. Aranya means what? Forest books. Next, Upanishads. See, each Veda consists the Upanishad. Each Veda consists the Upanishad. Okay, Upanishad means what? To sit near. To sit near. Total how many Upanishads? 108 Upanishads. Among the 108 Upanishads, only 12 to 13 are very, very important Upanishads. Like your Aitariya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, Jabala Upanishad, your the Satyameva Jayate, taken from the which Upanishad? That is Mandukya or Mundaka Upanishad. Okay, and the recently, what is the theme of the G20? Vasudhaiva Kutumba. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is taken from the Maha Upanishad. Hope you got it. They can ask you these type of the questions. That is what Upanishads are the part of your Vedas. Clear? So next, Vedanga. Vedanga means what? Vedanga means these are the limbs of the Vedas. If you want to understand the Vedas, first you should understand the Vedas, Vedangas. Clear? Before understanding the Vedas, Vedangas are the very important. These are the supplementary text to understand the Vedas. Clear? These are the supplementary text to understand the Vedas. Before understanding the Vedas, first you should understand the Vedangas. Then you can easily, if you understand the Vedangas, then you can easily understand the Vedas. Vedangas limbs of the Veda, such as Vakarana, Nirukta, Kalpa, Jyotishya. Okay, so there were 6 limbs of the Vedas, or 6 Vedangas. Clear? So next to Purana. Purana means what? Old stories. These are also lead to deals with the evolution of the Hinduism. Okay, there were 18 Mahapuranas in Hinduism. Clear? That is Puranas. Next, Upaveda, I have already told you. Epics, that is Ramayana, Mahabharata. These are the historical epics. Okay. Then Dharma Shastras and the Tantras. Dharma Shastras means what? Moral code of conduct. Okay. In the Hinduism, it related to Hinduism. Okay. Rules and the procedures for those who are following the Hinduism. Clear? So this is about the Vedas. Okay. Is it fast? The flow is fast or okay? Hope you got it. Huh? If you have any doubt, don't worry. You can ask me. Okay. So don't worry. Because I'm bound by the time. Okay. I have to cover it. Okay. There is no option. Okay. So now I have told you the Vedic period can be classified into 2 stages. One is early Vedic period. Another one is later Vedic period. Now we will deal with the difference between early Vedic period and the later Vedic period. Okay, so early Vedic period. So first one, listen here. In early Vedic period, there were tribal society. In early Vedic period, there were tribal society, and the head of these tribes were known as a Rajan, and the tribes known as a Jana. Okay, tribes were known as a Janas, and the head of these tribes were known as a Rajan. Clear? And there was a existence of the joint families. Okay, in the early Vedic period, and the women's status was positive during the time of early Vedic period, because women's were there was a provision regarding that women's education during the early Vedic period. Example, the female scholars of the early Vedic period, like Apala, Ghosha, Lopamudra, Savitri, Aditi. These were the female scholars of the early Vedic period. Clear? So the woman's position was positive in nature. Next, the social unit known as a Kula. Kula means what? Family. Kula means what? Family. Kula means what? Family. Okay, the social unit, the basic unit of the society was your family. Clear? So then the economy, the major occupation of the early Vedic period is domestication of the animal. And during the early Vedic period, the cattle is considered as a wealth. The cattle is considered as a wealth during the time of early Vedic period. Clear? So next, there was a presence of currency called Nishka. This is a gold currency. Gold currency, Nishka. Clear? Nishka, they can ask you what is the meaning of Nishka. Nishka is a kind of a medium of a currency. It is a gold currency. Clear? Next, there was no concept of the private property during the time of early Vedic period. No concept of the private property, and religion was there, but no temples and the idol worship. Religion was there, but no temple as well as the idol worship during the time of early Vedic period. Okay, the people usually worships the nature, like IVC people. Indus Valley civilization, remember, they worships the nature. Same these people, early Vedic period. Okay, also known as a Rig Vedic period. Clear? So next to yajnas, okay. Next to these are the important gods: Agni, Indra, Varuna, Soma, Savitri, Aditi. Okay, nature gods, natural gods. Okay, this is about the early Vedic period. Now come to the later Vedic period, completely opposite to early Vedic period. Okay, so the concept of Rashtra, Rajya was developed. The concept of the state was developed during the time of later Vedic period. The concept of the war, the concept of the tax was developed during the time of later Vedic period. And the women's position was reduced during the time of later Vedic period. Women's position was reduced during the time of later Vedic period. Earlier there was a positive, now negative. The position of the women were reduced. Okay, the male, they dominated the women's. Okay, they imposed a lot of restrictions on the women's. Clear? Then the concept of the gotra means kind of a caste. Okay, it is a kind of the caste, and the caste exogamy. Okay, caste system was developed during the time of later Vedic period, and the metallic currency was started. Okay, so the economy mixed farming in the later Vedic period, along with cattle rearing, the people started to agriculture. The people started to grow the agricultural crops. Next, the kind of a guild. Guild means what? It is a kind of a banking system. A kind of a banking system was developed, and the collection of these taxes was started. Early Vedic period. Is there any provision regarding the collection of the taxes? No. Now they started to collection of the taxes. Next, religion, the cult sacrifice was started. Cult sacrifice means what? Okay, like total how many sects in Hinduism? 3 sects: Shaivism, Vaishnavism, and the Shaktism. These are the cult sacrifices. Okay, the worshipper of the Shiva known as a Shaivism. Okay, the worshipper of the Vishnu is known as a Vaishnavism. The worshipper of the Shakti goddesses, like female goddesses, known as a Shaktism. Okay, earlier they were worshipping the natural gods. Now they are started to worship the cult sacrifices. Clear? So now extreme animal sacrifice was started. Okay, presence of the idolatry was started, like Vishnu, Shiva. These kind of god became a very prominent during the time of later Vedic period, and these natural gods, they lost their importance in the later Vedic period. Okay, so next, these sacrifices was started: Ashwamedha, Vajapeya, Rajasuya. These kind of sacrifices were started in the later Vedic period, completely opposite to early Vedic period. Hope you got it. So this was a question, mains, UPSC mains. Okay, so same. Okay, hope you got it. This is about your Vedic period, Vedic literature. Hope you got it. Is there any doubt here?
The Ramayana Mahabharata is made to
Ramayana?
Mahabharata.
That is Vedic period, early Vedic period. Early Vedic period. Okay, so that is early Vedic period. Clear? So that is all. Done? Done? Here is there no doubt? No doubt? Is there any doubt? No doubt? Next.
So do they ask about the what is Tantra?
No, they won't ask you. Okay, they won't ask you what is Tantras, what is Vedangas, what is Purana. They won't ask you. They can ask you question from the Vedas. Hope you got it. So that's why don't worry. Okay. So next to Mahajanapadas. Mahajanapadas. See, in early Vedic period, what is the concept of what is the society? Nature of the society? Tribal society. These tribes known as a Jana. Okay, the head of the tribes are known as a Raju. Jana later became a Janapada. Janapada means the group of the villages. Janapada means the group of the villages. Janapada became a Mahajanapada. Mahajanapada means big cities. Okay, so 1 second. Jana. Okay, Jana means the tribal society, tribes. Later became Janapada. Janapada means the group of the Jana means or group of the villages. Okay, next Mahajanapada. Mahajanapada means what? Big cities. Mahajanapadas means what? Big cities. Okay, so Mahajanapadas they developed the see, earlier both Indus Valley civilization and the Vedic culture developed in this region. Okay, Sapta Sindhu region. Okay, now the Mahajanapada they developed on this region, Ganga Basin region. Okay, completely shift from northwest to the eastern part of the India. Clear? So geographical shift northwest to Ganga Basin. This is a Ganga Basin. Okay. Next, shifting the political economic activities, emergence of the strong states. Okay. There were 16 Mahajanapadas. Means what? 16 strong states. Okay. So the what is the reason behind the emergence of these strong states? That is the usage of the iron. This region, Jharkhand, okay, West Bengal, Bihar, Chhattisgarh region. Hope you got it. Geography, I hope. Okay, mineral. Okay, so very important minerals. Okay, next, what is the source regarding the 16 Mahajanapadas? That is Anguttara Nikaya. Okay, Anguttara Nikaya. This book or this evidence reveals the presence of the 16 Mahajanapadas, and this is related to Buddhism. This Anguttara Nikaya related to Buddhism. Buddhism was in news. I will tell you why this was in news. Buddhism. Why? Huh? Buddhism was in news in current affairs. Why? Buddhism was in news. Why? Current affairs. What is the source of your current affairs? Current affairs. What is the source of your current affairs? Hindu newspaper. Okay then. Now, previously Hindu newspaper. Now, nothing. Why? 20 question from your IB from current affairs. Hope you are, yes or not? 20 question from your current affairs. Okay. So GK 20. Okay. Your current affair 20. 40 marks from these two subjects. In G you have to cover the 4 to 5 subject. In current affairs, nothing else. Only current affairs. Hindu newspaper is okay. Then any other source, any other magazines, you have to. Without current affairs, you won't clear any exam. Whichever source you want, you can follow. Clear? Either you can follow the that is Vision magazine. Either you can follow the Karnataka state level magazine. You have to aware about it. Like there was a magazine called Sparda Arivu. Okay, that will available in Kannada as well as English. Okay, that will help you very importantly. Okay, they will cover the Karnataka current affairs also. Along with they will cover national, international economy, science and technology. These are the magazines. Either you can follow the Vision IAS. At least till your selection. Okay, try to follow the one particular magazine. In IB, they can ask you for question from the 2024 current affair. They can ask you a question from the 23 current affair. We don't know from where they can ask, because 20 questions they exclusively for current affair. Hope you got it. I should follow the current affairs. Without current affairs, nothing. Okay. Don't see, if you want to clear any government exam, you have to balance all the subject. Don't ignore any subject. Don't ignore the English. Don't ignore your aptitude. Don't ignore your reasoning. Don't ignore your GK. Don't ignore your current affair. You have to balance all the subject equally. Without balancing all the subject, you won't clear any exam. This is from my experience. Okay, so we can easily prepare the GK. We will ignore the current affairs. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಬಂದಾಗ. Okay, it will not work. Hope you got it. So from today onwards, my subject I will cover you. So what are the important from my perspective on the basis of the PYQs, I will give you. Don't worry about it. At least try to follow the current affairs. Now, what is the current affairs today? Current affairs. Prime Minister visited China because of the ACIO. Okay, ACIO meeting, ACIO summit. ACIO summit is going on in China. What is the ACIO? When it was formed? What are the member countries? What is the provision of the ACIO? Whether India is part of the ACIO or not? They can ask you the question. I will show you the PYQs at the end of the last 15 minutes. We will deal with the PYQ. Hope you got it. Teaching history, teaching. Okay, this is not my part. Okay, I will provide you everything. I will give you the overall comprehensive idea regarding the exam. Each and every government exam is unique, whether you are preparing state exam or the central exam. Hope you got it. Whatever I am telling you, try to follow the current affairs. 20 questions from the current. See, this position, this job is very, very good, very prestigious job, which is your IBACIO. What is the salary? What is the salary? I hope 1 lakh. First month salary 1 lakh, along with your 20% security allowances. Even though for IAS officers, what is the basic salary? 56,000. First month salary. For you, 1 lakh. More than IAS officer. And they will government provide you everything because you are working in IB. There were a lot of facilities, lot of privileges for you if you selected. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, try to follow the current affairs, try to balance all the subjects, try to use the common sense and try to practice the questions. We got it. Go through the online. There were a lot of platforms, there were a lot of channels. Okay, they will cover everything. Just follow what are the important news. Okay, so where Prime Minister visited, where the President visited. Okay, so now there was a election commission is in news. They can ask you question regarding the election commission. Okay, politics we don't. Okay, so no need to worry about the politics. We have to clear the exam. That is enough. Hope you got it. Just go through it. Okay.
Dalai Lama staying in India, so China is taking.
China?
China is planning to take the power of the Buddhism.
Nothing. No. That is related to the annexation of the Tibet by the China. Okay, that is different. Why Buddhism was in news, I will tell you. Okay, in your current history, current affairs classes, I will tell you. Okay, so this is about the Mahajana Padas. Okay, so now there were 16 Mahajana Padas. Okay, these are the 16 Mahajana Padas. Okay, the only Mahajana Pada located in the southern part of the country, that is Asaka or the Ashmaka. Okay, Asaka or the Ashmaka. There were 16 Mahajana Padas like Kuru, Panchala, Matsya, Avanti, Vatsa, Chedi, Magadha, Anga, Kashi, here Gandhara, Kamboj. Okay, among the 16 Mahajanapadas, listen here. Among the 16 Mahajanapadas, okay, Magadha became a very powerful. Magadha became a very powerful. Clear? So this will lead to the development of the Magadha Empire. Clear? This will lead to establishment of the Magadha Empire, later Mauryan Empire. Clear? So I have given you here, okay, just to go through it. Okay, so and the 16 Mahajanapadas, okay, just go through it, the Mahajanapadas and the capital cities. Clear? So here only 15, 16, that is Malla. 16 was Malla and the capital was Kushinagara. Okay, so just go through it. Now come to the Magadha Empire, the first empire, okay, which was ruled over the Magadha region, that is what Haryanka dynasty. Haryanka dynasty. The founder of the Haryanka dynasty was Bimbisara. Okay, Haryanka dynasty, and their capital was, that is Rajagruha. Rajagruha. The first Buddhist summit was held in this region, Rajagruha. Okay, so the Ajatashatru, another important ruler of the Magadha dynasty. Okay, he organized, or Ajatashatru patronized the first Buddhist council. First Buddhist council. Who organized the first Buddhist council? That is Ajatashatru. Where it was held? That is Rajagruha. Clear? So now Udayabhadra, okay, another important king of the Haryanka dynasty, he shifted the capital from Rajagruha to Pataliputra. Pataliputra, modern day Patna. Patna, the capital of the Bihar. Clear? Hope you got it. So now, next, another empire which ruled over the Magadha, that is Nanda dynasty. Okay, Nanda dynasty was the first non-Kshatriya dynasty. They can ask you the question. The first, which of the following the first non-Kshatriya dynasty ruled over the Magadha? That is Nanda dynasty. The founder of the Nanda dynasty was, that is Mahapadma Nanda. Mahapadma Nanda. And the Dhanananda is another important king, that is the of the Nanda dynasty. Another important king of the Nanda dynasty, very arrogant ruler of the Nanda dynasty. Ultimately, okay, he was overthrown by the, he was defeated by the, I will tell you. Okay, he was defeated by the Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, so Chandragupta Maurya defeated the Dhanananda with the guidance of the Chanakya, and it will lead to the defeat of the Dhanananda will lead to the foundation for the Mauryan dynasty. Clear? So the defeat of the Dhanananda will lead to foundation for the Mauryan dynasty. Clear? This is about the rulers over the Magadha. First one, Haryanka dynasty. Second one, Nanda dynasty. Okay. During this time, the India experienced the foreign invasion, that is Alexander invasion, 327 BCE. Alexander, okay, he was a prince, or he was a king of the Macedonia, Greek. He arrived in India, okay, because of the wealth. He attracted by the Indian wealth. He entered India through a Khyber pass, okay, Khyber pass, okay, and the first Indian ruler who surrendered before the Alexander, that was Ambi. He was a king of the Takshashila. Takshashila, I told you, the one of the 16 Mahajanapadas. Okay, he was the king of the Takshashila. He was the first Indian ruler who surrendered himself before the Alexander. Clear? So next, the battle of the Hydaspes, or the battle of the Jhelum, was fought between the Porus, the regional king, as well as the Alexander. Okay, this was also known as the battle of the Jhelum, because it was fought on the river bank of the Jhelum, the tributary of the Indus River. Clear? So next, okay, so the attack of the Alexander, it will lead to the direct contact between India and the Greek, okay, and it will lead to development of the Gandhara art. This was the major consequences of the attack of the Alexander on India. What is the Gandhara art? What is the Gandhara art? It is an assimilation. It is a kind of an art form, okay, the assimilation of the Greek as well as the Indian culture. Okay, so that is what the Gandhara school of art. Gandhara, this was a region in Afghanistan. Clear? So this is about the Alexander invasion. Okay, so next we will lead to, okay, that is Mauryan Empire. Mauryan Empire. See, very important. Okay, I hope last year they asked the question regarding the Mauryan Empire. Okay, we'll show you the PYQ. Don't worry. See, chronology 324 to 187 BCE. Okay, the first subcontinental empire in India, that is Mauryan Empire. Okay, the founder was Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, the sources regarding the Mauryan Empire, the major sources, that is Arthashastra by Kautilya and the Indica by the Megasthenes. Okay, he was a Greek ambassador. Who? Megasthenes. Next, Mudra Rakshasa by the Vishakadatta and the Buddhist text, other Buddhist texts. Okay, they reveals the information about the that is Mauryan Empire. Clear? So Mauryan Empire was established by the founder of the Mauryan Empire. Was the founder of the Mauryan Empire? Chandragupta Maurya. Okay. He established Mauryan Empire with the guidance of Kautilya. He defeated which of the following Nanda rulers? Dhanananda. Okay, he uprooted the Dhanananda. See, now Chandragupta Maurya, the first ruler of the Mauryan Empire as well as the founder. Okay, he referred Sandracotus by the Greek. He referred as a Sandracotus by the Greeks. Okay, the major personality behind the foundation of the Mauryan Empire. Okay, he defeated the Seleucus Nicator. Seleucus Nicator was the army commander of the Alexander. Previously, Alexander attacked on India. Okay, after the death of the Alexander, he attacked on India. Seleucus Nicator was the army commander of the Alexander. Okay, but Chandragupta Maurya defeated the Seleucus Nicator and he married the daughter of the Seleucus Nicator. Later, Seleucus Nicator sent an ambassador to India, and that person was a Megasthenes who wrote the Indica. Okay, so Megasthenes was sent by the whom? Seleucus Nicator. Megasthenes, who was the Megasthenes? The Greek ambassador. The Indica book written by whom? Megasthenes. Clear? So next, he in the later stage of his life, he adopted the Jainism under the influence of the Bhadra Bahu, and he arrived to South India, especially the Karnataka. He arrived Karnataka. Shravana Belagala, I hope you heard the place. Okay, Shravana Belagala, the major holy place of the Jainism. Okay, he arrived he arrived Karnataka. Later, he practiced the Jainism. Okay, later he adopted the Jainism under the influence of the Bhadrabahu. Later, he practiced the Sallekana. Ultimately, it will lead to death of the Chandragupta Maurya. Sallekana means what? Fasting till the death. Okay, that is what the Sallekana. Okay, this was one of the religious practice in the Jainism. They can ask you. Okay, Sallekana, the practice related to which of the following religion? Jainism. Clear? So next ruler of the Mauryan Empire, that is Bindusara. Bindusara was the son of the Chandragupta Maurya. There was no that much records regarding the Bindusara, hence don't worry, they won't ask you the questions. Okay, Amithrocates, okay, he referred as the Amithrocates by the Greeks. Okay, and he followed the Ajivika sect. Ajivika sect. Okay, it's kind of a religion during the time of 6th century. Okay, so don't worry about it. He adopted a Ajivika sect. Next, Ashoka, very very important, the son of the Bindusara. Okay, very important ruler. Now listen here. Before he became a king, okay, he was a governor of Takshashila and the Ujjaini. He was a governor of Takshashila and the Ujjaini. Later, he became a king of the Mauryan Empire. Okay, so the first ruler who maintained a direct contact through the inscription, Ashoka mainly famous for his inscription. Okay, he was the first ruler who maintains a direct contact with his subject through inscription. Clear? So Ashoka, okay, the major important edict in the Musky it is in Karnataka. Okay, it this was the first inscription which refers Ashoka as a Devanam Priya Ashokasa. Devanam Priya Ashokasa. It means the beloved of the god. King Ashoka was the beloved of the god. That is Musky edict, that is in Karnataka. Okay. Next, in 261 BCE, there was a Kalinga war between Ashoka and the king Kharavela. Kalinga means the modern day Odisha. Okay, Odisha region. So there was a Kalinga war between Ashoka and the king Kharavela. Okay, even though in this battle Ashoka was won, but he experienced a lot of bloodshed. Majority people were dead during the time of Kalinga war. Hence, he changed his policy from Digvijaya to Dharma Vijaya. After a lot of bloodshed took place in the Kalinga war, okay, he changed his policy. From now onwards, there was no wars, only promotion of the religion. Digvijaya to Dharma Vijaya. Which religion? Buddhism. Okay, after the Kalinga war, he decided to promote he decided to stop the wars and he decided to promote the religion. That is what? Buddhism. Hence, he adopted the Buddhism. Okay, he adopted the Buddhism. And for the promotion of Buddhism, he sent Mahendra and Sangamitra to Sri Lanka, his children's. Okay, to Sri Lanka. Okay, for the promotion of the Buddhism. Okay, he sent ambassadors to the Nepal, to Sri Lanka, to Mongolia. Okay, because of the promotion of Buddhism. Okay, and he organized the third Buddhist council. He organized the third Buddhist council at Pataliputra. Third Buddhist council at Pataliputra. Who organized the first Buddhist council? Remember, first Buddhist council? Where it was held, first Buddhist council? Where it was held, first Buddhist council? First Buddhist council, where it was held? Rajagruha. Who organized it? Ajatashatru. Yes or not? Yes or not? Yes or not? Yes or not? The first Buddhist council organized by the whom? Ajatashatru. The third Buddhist council organized by whom? Ashoka. Where? Pataliputra. Clear? Now, the Brihadrata was the last king of the Mauryan Empire. They can ask you, who was the last king of the Mauryan Empire? That is Brihadrata. Okay? Brihadrata, the last king of the Mauryan Empire. Clear? Clear? So, next, Mauryan administration. I hope they want to ask you the questions. Okay, but it's our duty to cover the entire thing. So, Mauryan administration. Now, listen here. So, Mauryan administration was centralized in nature. Okay, all the decisions regarding the administrative matters were taken by the king. Okay, so next there were ministers or the amatyas. Okay, the major duty of the minister is to assist the king. Okay, in the day-to-day administration. Okay, like modern day council of ministers. There was a prime minister. Okay, to assist the prime minister, there were council of ministers like defense, home, finance. Hope you got it. So this is what Amartya. And the Mauryan Empire divided into 4 provinces. One is Uttarapata, Dakshinapata, Avantipata, and the Prachayapata. Uttarapata, that is Takshashila. Dakshinapata, that is Suvarnagiri. Uttarapata, Dakshinapata, Avantipata, and the Prachayapata. Okay, Avantipata, western part, Prachayapata, eastern part. Okay, yes or not? Okay, so Dakshinapata, that is Uttarapata, Takshashila, Dakshinapata, Suvarnagiri. Okay, Avantipata, that is Ujjaini, Prajapata, that is Tosali. Clear? So there were army. Army consisted infantry, cavalry, and the elephants. Okay, the Mauryan army consisted infantry, cavalry, chariots, and the elephants. Clear? Next. Okay, society, there was the Varna system. What is the Varna system? Say. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Purusha Suktas comes under which Veda? Rig Veda. Okay, Purusha Suktas means what? That is Varna system. Hope you got it. So Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and the Shudra. See, Varna system developed during the early Vedic period. In early Vedic period, Varna system, Varna decided on the basis of your occupation. Okay, what is the occupation of the Brahmanas? Performing the sacrifices, receiving the dana and the dakshina. Kshatriya, war. Okay, their responsibility is to protect the people, and the Vaishya, they will practice the agriculture, trading activities, and Shudra. Okay, nothing odd. Okay, their duty is to serve all these varnas. Okay, to serve all these varnas. Okay, if you are practicing the agriculture, you are a Vaishya. Okay, if you are serving all these above varnas, you are a Shudra. Okay, if you are protecting people, you are a Kshatriya. If you are performing the sacrifices, you are a Brahmana. This is what in early Vedic period, Varna based on your occupation. In later Vedic period, this completely changed. The Varna system became a caste system. In later Vedic period, Varna decided on the basis of your birth. Okay, hope you got it. If you are born in the Brahmin family, you are a Brahmana. If you are born in Shudra family, you are a Shudra. Modern day caste system, same like that. If you are if you are born in Brahmin, you are a Brahmana. Okay, so that is what the Varna decided on the basis of the birth. So there was a presence of the Varna system during the time of Mauryan period, and the presence of the untouchability and the slavery was also existed during the time of Mauryan Empire. Okay, and the art and sculpture, very important. During the time of Mauryan Empire, the stupa architecture was developed. The stupa architecture was developed. Okay, best example your Sanchi stupa. Your 200 rupees note backside is yellow. Okay, that is Sanchi stupa, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, so then the universities like Takshashila, Varanasi, Ujjaini, these universities were developed. Okay, and the Ashoka revived the Mahabodhi temple at the Bodh Gaya. Ashoka revived the Mahabodhi temple at the Bodh Gaya. Clear? So this is about the art and culture aspect of the Mauryan Empire. Then the decline of the Mauryan Empire. Then what are the reasons behind the decline of the Mauryan Empire? First one, okay, after the death of Ashoka, okay, there was no efficient rulers in the Mauryan Empire. There was no efficient rulers in the Mauryan empires. Hope you got it. Example, last year ruler Brihadrata was killed by his own army commander, the Pushyamitra Shunga. Clear? So next, financial crisis. See, after the Kalinga war, Ashoka spent a lot of amount for the promotion of Buddhism instead of strengthening the army. Clear? Next, They neglected the northwest provinces, okay, and the inefficient rulers. These are the aspects will lead to decline of the Mauryan Empire. Clear? Mauryan Empire clear? So now, first we started with the Stone Age. First we started with the Stone Age. Okay, what are the stages under the Stone Age? Okay, so Paleolithic, next Mesolithic, next Neolithic. Clear? Okay, this is about the Stone Age. Next, okay, Indus Valley civilization. What are the aspects under the Indus Valley civilization? One is sites and the sources, archaeological remains. Okay, then features of the Indus Valley civilization. What are the features? Their town planning, their economy, their society, their religion, natural worship. Okay, so external and the internal trade, weights and measures. Okay, no temple architecture. Okay, so that is what a grid pattern, their drainage system. Okay, then decline. Then the decline of the Indus civilization. Clear? Later we are covered, that is Vedic period. Okay, Vedic culture. In Vedic period, what are the aspects? That is, first one is literature part. Literature, under the literature, Shruti literature, Smriti literature, Vedas, Upavedas, Vedanga, Puranas, Aranyakas, Brahmanas, Dharma Shastras. These are the comes under literature part. Okay, then the difference between early Vedic period, okay, and later Vedic period, early Vedic period and the later Vedic period. Okay, this is about the Vedic period. Then the fourth aspect is Mahajanapadas. 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 How many Mahajanapadas? 16 Mahajanapadas. Clear? 16 Mahajanapadas. After the Mahajanapadas, among the 16 Mahajanapadas, which became a very powerful, that is Magadha. Okay, that is Magadha Empire. Okay, how many kingdoms ruled over the Magadha Empire? First one, that is Haryanka dynasty. Haryanka dynasty. Then second one, Nanda dynasty. Nanda dynasty. Okay, so next during this time, okay, Alexander invasions. Okay, this is about the Magadha Empire. Clear? So later Mauryan Empire. Later Mauryan Empire. What are the aspects comes under the Mauryan Empire? First one, Chandragupta Maurya. Then Bindusara, kings of the Mauryan Empire. Bindusara, then Ashoka, then Brihadrata. Okay, okay. The Chandragupta Maurya adopted the Jainism. The Bindusara adopted the Ajivika sect. The Ashoka adopted the Buddhism, and the last ruler was the Brihadrata. And their administration aspect: administration, central administration, provincial administration. Provinces divided into four important provinces: northern, okay, Uttarapata, Dakshinapata, Avantipata, Prachayapata. Clear? So then their army, okay, and the religious policies of the Ashoka. Okay, so he sent his son Sangamitra and the Mahendra to the Sri Lanka for the promotion of the Buddhism. Then the decline, okay, the factors which will lead to decline of the Mauryan Empire. These are the aspects we have got till now. Clear? Now take a time, 5 minutes time, revise from the beginning. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now revise, quick. Done. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? No doubt. Okay. Now,
Sir, what is beloved of God?
beloved of
Ashoka for name.
beloved of the god means
I mean, in Sanskrit.
Devanam Priya Ashokasa. Devanam Priya. Wait, I will tell you. Which edict? Which edict? This was Musky edict in Karnataka. Okay, this term mentioned in which edict? Musky edict. Musky edict. Musky. This was a place in Karnataka. Devanam Priya Ashoka. Clear? No doubt? Okay. So now we'll take a break, 5 minutes break. Okay. What is the duration of your break? Okay. Take a 10 minutes break. Okay. 10 or 5 minutes. Okay. We'll call. Okay. After break, we'll call.
Would you
Okay. Now, so during the 4th century and the 5th century BCE, okay, along with the establishment of the strong empires, there was a social change, especially in the religion. Okay, so this period will lead to the development of the new religions. Okay, so such as Buddhism as well as the Jainism. Now, what are the reasons behind the development of the new religions? Okay, first one, there should be loopholes in the previous religions. Example, Hinduism. Okay, before the Buddhism and the Jainism, which was a major religion in India, Hinduism. During the time of Vedic, during the time of Indus Valley civilization, during the time of the Magadha Empire, okay, Hinduism was the prominent religion. Okay, but there were a lot of loopholes in the Hinduism, such as animal sacrifices, okay, the exploitations of the women, okay, the domination of the Brahmanical class, okay, so exploitation of the lower class people, okay, and kind of a domination of the Sanskrit languages, okay, so ideological exploitation, ideological loopholes during the in the Hinduism, these are the factors will lead to emergence of the new religions. These new religions, both Buddhism as well as the Jainism, they propagated their ideas in a very simple language, such as Pali and the Prakrit. Pali and the Prakrit. Okay. Recently, the Prakrit, 5 languages recognized as the classical languages. Yes or not? Okay. Which are those languages? Bengali. Then I hope your UPSC question this was. Total, how many languages recognized as a classical languages? 9, 10, 12, 11. Go through it. Okay. Total, how many languages?
Some Manipuri, Mizoram,
I'm asking you classical languages. Okay. This is your assignment. Current affairs. Okay. Classical languages. Read about the classical languages. Prakrit is one of the classical languages. Prakrit is one of the language which are recognized as a classical language in 2024. They can ask you question. I hope they asked this year UPSC question. UPSC prelims. Okay. So just go through it. Classical languages. Hmm?
82,
Total?
82.
No. That is scheduled languages. I'm asking you classical languages. Okay. 11 classical language. First classical language was Tamil.
Tamil,
Second,
Sanskrit,
which year? 2005.
2005.
Next,
Telugu,
Telugu and Kannada. Next,
2008.
Odia.
Malayalam,
Malayalam and Odia.
Malayalam 13,
2014, Odia. 2024, 5 languages recognized as classical languages. Marathi, Assami,
Prakrit,
Pali, Prakrit, Bengali. Assami. Total 5 languages. Okay. So this was a question. Pali and Prakrit recognized as a classical language. They can ask you how many classical languages, or they can ask you total how many in 2024 total how many languages recognized as a classical languages. Okay. So now listen here first. This was a current affairs. Okay, just go through it. What are the criteria of the classical languages? Okay, in which year this was started? Okay, now both Buddhism and Jainism, these two religions and the religious leaders of the both the religion, they propagated or they promoted their ideas in the local language such as the Pali as well as the Prakrit. Okay, Previously, which was the major language in India? Sanskrit. Sanskrit mainly dominated by whom? Brahmins. Okay, there was no accessibility of the Sanskrit for the lower class people. Okay, and the Vedas, reciting of the Vedas, Upanishads, mainly in the Sanskrit, mainly by the done by the Brahmin classes. Hence, the people what they were not able to understand what it exactly means. But these religions, Buddhism and Jainism, they propagated their ideas in the local languages. If you are propagating, if you are spreading the ideas in the local language, in the vernacular language, people easily will understand whatever they are telling. And their ideas were very simple, such as the idea of the equality, the idea of the ahimsa, the idea of the non-stealing. Okay, so hence people attracted by these religions and they started to adopt the Buddhism and the Jainism. Okay, so Buddhism, I will tell you in the current affairs. Okay, this was the part of the current affairs. I will tell you in detail in the current affairs. Now we will deal with the Jainism. We will deal with the Jainism. Okay, so Buddhism, it will take care of in the current affairs. Jainism. So the Jainism was established by the founder of the Jainism, Vardhamana Mahavira. The Vardhamana Mahavira is the 23rd Tirthankara of the Jainism. The 24th Tirthankara of the Jainism. First Tirthankara of the Jainism. See, Jainism consisted 24 Tirthankaras. Vardhamana Mahavira was the last Tirthankara of the Jainism, and he was also considered as a founder of the Jainism. First Tirthankara of the Jainism, Rishabhanatha. Rishabhanatha was the first Tirthankara of the Jainism. Tirthankara means the head of the religion, kind of a dharma guru, religious leader. Okay, so that is what Tirthankara. So the Vardhamana Mahavira, okay, born in 599 BCE in Kundagrama near Vaishali. Okay, father Siddhartha, mother Trishala Devi. Okay, he married Yashoda and his daughter was Priyadarshana. Okay, at the age of the 30, he sacrificed the materialist life, means he renounced the world. Okay, after 12-year meditation, okay, at the age of the 42, he attained a Kaivalya Jnana means infinite knowledge. Okay, where he attained the knowledge on at Jrimbika Grama. Jrimbika Grama. He attained the knowledge at the age of the 42. And at the age of the 72, he died at Pavapuri near Patna. Clear? This is the life story of the Vardhamana Mahavira. Birth, father and mother. Okay, at the age of the 30, he sacrificed his materialistic life. At the age of the 42, he attained the knowledge. Clear? And at the age of the 72, he died. Now, the philosophy of the Jainism, the doctrine of the Jainism. See, the Jainism consisted three ratnas or three jewels. One is Samyak Jnana, Samyak Darshana, Samyak Charita. Right faith, right knowledge, right conduct. Okay, too much depth. Okay, no need. Okay, so they can ask you three jewels or three ratnas related to which of the following religion. That is here Jainism. Clear? So next, Jainism consisted Panchashila or five great vows. Panchashila. Okay, if you are following a Jainism, a Jaina must follow all these ideas. If you are following a Jainism, you should follow all the five ideas. Panchashila. Non-violence, ahimsa. Okay, next Satya. Next Asteya. Asteya means what? Non-stealing. Next Brahmacharya. Okay, next Aparigraha. Aparigraha means non-possession, acquiring the lot of wealth, that is kind of things. Okay, Triratna and the five great vows related to which religion? That is Jainism. Okay, four noble truth, Ashtanga Marga, and the concept of the middle path. This is related to Buddhism. Clear? Four noble truth, Ashtanga Marga, and the concept of the Nirvana and the the concept of the Dhamma related to your Buddhism. Okay, Panchashila or the five great vows, and the three Ratna or the three jewels related to Jainism. Clear? So next, the sects of the Jainism. One is Shvetambara, another one is Digambara. Shvetambara means the sky clad. Sorry, Shvetambara means white clad. Okay, nudity is not essential. See, according to Digambara, okay, Digambara means the sky clad. Okay, give up all the possessions, even the clothes. See, according to Digambara Jainism, nudity is essential to attain the moksha. If you want to attain the moksha, nudity is very, very important. Okay, that is Digambara Jainism. Okay, so they are believing in the nudity, hence their ideals also in the nude form. Example, Shravana Belagala, the statue of the Bahubali. Okay, nudity is essential according to the Digambara Jainism. Then Shvetambara Jainism, they considered as a white clad. According to them, nudity is not essential. Hence, they use the white cloths. That is what the Shvetambara. Shweta means what? White. Shvetambara. Okay. So Digambara mainly dominated by the males. Why? Because here nudity is essential. They prohibited the females. Okay, in the Shvetambara, both males and females are treated as equally. Clear? So in the Shvetambara Jainism, this is about the Jainism and the Jaina Council. Okay, first Jaina Council held in Pataliputra, the second Jaina Council held in Vallabhi. Okay, first Jaina Council in Pataliputra, the second Jaina Council held in Vallabhi. Clear? So this is about the Jaina Council. Okay, so this is about your Jainism. Buddhism, I will take care of you in the current affairs. Don't worry. Okay, I'll current affairs alide matte ille hedadre it will take waste of time. Okay, so don't worry. Clear? Hope you got it. This is Jainism. Who was the founder of the Jainism? Vardhamana Mahavira. The first Jainism consisted 24 Tirthankaras. Tirthankara means religious leaders. First Tirthankara, Rishabhanatha. 23rd Tirthankara, Parshvanatha. Okay. 24th Tirthankara, Vardhamana Mahavira. Clear? So the three Ratnas as well as the Panchashila related to which of the religion? Jainism. Jainism consisted three Ratnas and the five great vows or Panchashila. Three Ratna, Samyak Jnana, Samyak Darshana, Samyak Charita. Okay. Panchashila, Satya, Ahimse, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. Clear? And the sects of the Jainism, Shvetambara and the Digambara. What is the concept of according to Digambara? Nudity is essential to attain the moksha. According to Shvetambara, nudity is not essential. Digambara dominated by the males. Shvetambara dominated by the both females and the males. Clear? So, and the first Jaina Council held in Pataliputra, the second Jaina Council held in Vallabhi. Clear? Okay, so next, now come to the post-Mauryan period. Post-Mauryan period. Now, see, after the decline of the Mauryan Empire, what are the reasons for the decline of Mauryan Empire? Okay, financial crisis. Okay, the lack of the efficient rulers. Okay, the ignoring the northwest part of the country. Why ignoring? See, after the decline of the Mauryan Empire, this portion experienced foreign invasions, such as after the death of the Brihadrata, this part attacked by the foreigners, such as Kushanas, okay, Indo-Greeks, next Shakas, next Parthians. Parthians. Okay, so these are the foreigners who invaded on the northwest part of the India after the decline of Mauryan Empire. Clear? This is the situation of the northwest India. In central India, this region. In this region, okay, two regional kingdoms. One is Shunga dynasty. Shunga, another means Kanwa dynasty. Shunga dynasty, see, Shunga dynasty was established by the Pushyamitra Shunga. Pushyamitra Shunga was the army commander who killed the Brihadrata. Brihadrata was the last ruler of the Mauryan Empire. Okay, after killing Brihadrata, he declared the independence and he established his own empire. That is Shunga dynasty and the Kanwa dynasty. This is the situation in central India. Okay, in the Deccan region, here in this region, Satavahanas. Clear? In this region, Deccan region. Next, in the southern part, this region, here three kingdoms came into power. That is Chola, Chera, and Pandya. Chola, Chera, and the Pandya. And this period is known as a Sangam period. This period is known as a Sangam period. Sangam period. Sangam means what? The group of the Tamil poets. Okay, that is what the meaning of Sangam period. This is the situation of the India after the decline of Mauryan Empire. Okay, Mauryan, they consolidated the power throughout the India, but after the decline of the Mauryan Empire, the entire political authority in India disintegrated. Northwest part comes under foreigners, central part comes under different rulers, southern part different ruler, Deccan part different ruler. Clear? So this is the map of India. Among these empires, very, very important, one is Kushanas, Shatavahanas, and these three people. These are the important. Clear? They want to ask you question from these aspects. They majorly ask you question from this aspect. Kushanas, Satavahanas, and the Chola, Chera, and the Pandyas. Clear? So now, Northwest, Indo-Greeks, Shakas, Parthians, Kushanas. Next, Central India, Shunga dynasty and the Kanwa. Deccan, Satavahanas and the Vakatakas. Then South India, Chola, Chera, and the Pandyas. Okay. Now, first in Kushana. First one, Kushana. See, founder of the Kushana Empire in India, Kujula Cadphises. Kujula Cadphises was the founder of the Kushana Empire in India. Okay, they migrated India from the Central Asia. Okay, so Kanishka was the major ruler of the Kushana Empire in India. Okay, Kanishka, very, very important ruler of Kanishka, important ruler or the important king of the Kushana Empire in India. Famous king. His capital was Purushapura or the Peshawar, modern day Pakistan. It was located in modern day Pakistan. His capital was Purushapura or the Peshawar. Clear? Next, he adopted a title called Devaputra. He adopted a title called Devaputra. Next, he started the Shaka era in 78 CE. In modern day calendar, we adopted the Shaka era. Okay, so who started the Shaka era? That is Kanishka. In 78 CE. He started the Shaka era in 78 CE. Next, he organized the 4th Buddhist Council at Kashmir. Kashmir. First Buddhist Council organized by whom? Where? Rajagriha. Ajatashatru. First Buddhist council organized by the Ajatashatru, that is Rajagೃಹ at Rajagೃಹ. Third Buddhist council,
Third, Ashoka.
Ashoka where Pataripatra. Fourth Buddhist council now, Kanishka, he organized at Kashmir. Kashmir. Clear? Okay. He organized the fourth Buddhist council at Kashmir. Okay. Who organized the Kanishka? Now there were four Buddhist council. You have got the ideas regarding the three Buddhist council. Okay. One is first Buddhist council, third Buddhist council, then fourth Buddhist council. Clear? In this Buddhist council, the Buddhism divided into two sects. One is Hinayana, another one is Mahayana. One is Hinayana, another one is Mahayana. Okay. In which they can ask you a question. In which of the following Buddhist council the Buddhism divided into three sects? One is Hinayana, another one is Mahayana. Clear? One is Hinayana, another one is Mahayana. This is about the Kushanas. Clear? Next, the Satvahanas. Now come to the Satvahana. Satvahanas, okay. The founder of the Satvahanas was Simuka, and their capital was Pratishthan or Paitan in Maharashtra. Their capital was Pratishthan or the Paitan in Maharashtra. Okay, so now the very, very important ruler of the Satvahana dynasty was Gautamiputra Satkarni. Gautamiputra Satkarni, famous ruler. Okay, the information regarding the Gautamiputra Satkarni was revealed by the Nasik inscription. This Nasik inscription provided detailed information regarding the Gautamiputra Satkarni. The Nasik inscription issued by his mother Gautami Balashri. Gautami Balashri. They can ask you the question. Nasik inscription related to which of the following king? That is Gautamiputra Satkarni. The conquest, the personal life, the achievement of the Gautamiputra Satkarni. It consists all the aspects regarding the Gautamiputra. Okay, this was used. The inscription was issued by the Gautami Balashri, and he defeated the Shakas of the northwest provinces. And there was another king called Hala. There was another king called Hala. Okay. Another important Satvahana king, Hala. He wrote a book called Gata Saptasati. Gata Saptasati. This was in Prakrit. This was written in the Prakrit language. Not at all. Okay. This was written in the Prakrit. Okay. So this is about the your Kushanas. Sorry, Satvahanas. Now come to the Sangam age. Okay. Sangam age. Now, what is the meaning of the Sangam? Sangam means the group of the Tamil poets. That is what the Sangam. The meeting together of the Tamil poets. Okay. During this time, okay, three Sangams was held. Okay. Important works or the important books related to Sangam literature. That is Tolkapiyam. Tolkapiyam. This was a Tamil grammar book. Okay, by Tolkapiyar. Then Silappadigaram, okay, Ilango Adigal, okay, Ilango Adigal. Then Manimegalai. Manimegalai was written by Sitaraya Satanar. Three books. One is Tolkapiyam by Tolkapiyar. Tolkapiyam, it is related to Tamil grammar. Then Silappadigaram by Ilango Adigal. Then Manimegalai by the Sitaraya Satanar. Clear? Not at all. Done? Okay. Next, okay, so Chera, Pandya, and the Chola. Okay, southern dynasties. Okay, Cheras, okay, their symbol is bow and arrow. Their symbol is bow and arrow. Okay, then their port is Tondi or Muzri. Their capital Vanchi. And the Cholas, okay, their symbol is state symbol is tiger, and their capital Uriyur. Okay, next Pandas, okay, their capital was Madurai, and two fishes is their symbol. Okay, what is the symbol of the Cheras? Bow and arrow. What is the symbol of the Cholas? Tiger. What is the symbol of the Pandas? Two fishes. Clear? So this is about the three dynasties, and all these three dynasties considered as a movenders. Movenders. They can ask you movenders related to which of the following kingdoms? Chola, Chera, and the Pandya. Three kingdoms. Movenders. Okay. Three kingdoms. Movenders. Done? Okay. Next. So this is about the post-Mauryan period. Okay. Mauryan, after the decline of Mauryan period, okay, post-Mauryan period, there were a lot of political disintegration. Okay. But after the post-Mauryan period, again in India, political consolidation was happened in India. Again. So that was done by the Guptas. Okay, the last very important ruler of your ancient India, that is Guptas. Gupta Empire. Guptas. Okay. So founder of the Gupta Empire was Sri Gupta. Okay. One second. The family tree of the Gupta Empire. One second. Chandragupta too. This was the family tree of the Gupta Empire. First one founder of the Gupta Empire was Sri Gupta, then Ghatotkach Gupta, then Chandragupta II, then Samudragupta, then Chandragupta first, Samudragupta, then Chandragupta second. Next to Kumaragupta and the Skanda Gupta. Okay, Kumaragupta was in news. Okay, why? Last year. The Prime Minister inaugurated the Nalanda University. Okay, so they can ask you the question. So that's why please be aware about it. Okay, so this is about the family tree of the Gupta Empire. Okay, Chandragupta one started the Gupta era. Chandragupta one started the Gupta era in three. Sorry, 1 second. Who started the Gupta era? 320 AD or BC. Sorry, CE. Who started the Shaka era? Shaka era. Who started the Shaka era? Kanishka. Yes or not? 78 CE. Okay, now Gupta era started by whom? Chandragupta first. Which year? 320 CE or the AD. Next to Samudragupta, next to Chandragupta second. See, Chandragupta second also known as a Vikramaditya. Chandragupta second also known as a Vikramaditya. And the foreign visitors like Chinese travelers, Fayan. Okay, so these people visited during the reign of the Chandragupta second. Clear? So next to Kumaragupta. Kumaragupta famously known for establishment of the Nalanda University. Okay, Kumaragupta mainly famous for establishment of the Nalanda University. Sometimes they can confuse you. Okay, Kumaragupta one optional. Okay, they can ask you the question: which of the following ruler, okay, related to establishment of the Nalanda University? Kumaragupta one, Kumaragupta second, Chandragupta first, Chandragupta second. What is the answer? Kumaragupta one. Hope you got it. So that's what. Clear? So now. So the Gupta, their capital was Pataliputra, same, and Gupta Empire, their state emblem was the Garuda. Okay, so not your cage of Garuda. Okay, clear. So the Gupta Empire known as a golden period. The Gupta age considered as a golden period. What is the meaning of the golden period? Why Gupta Empire considered as a golden period?
More of gold coins.
No, 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 not. See, golden period means what? Overall development, like society, economic, religion, temple architecture. Okay, so overall development in the various sectors. That is what known as the golden period. Okay, societal development, economic development, political development, cultural development. Okay, development in all the sectors. Okay, now. This is the Gupta Empire. Okay, you can just go through it. Okay, Chandragupta one, son and the successor of the Shri Gupta. Okay, he introduced the Gupta era. Okay, first Gupta king to adopt the title called Maharajadi Raja. Very, very important. He was the first Gupta king who adopted a title called Maharajadi Raja. Clear? Then Samudragupta, okay, he was the son of the Chandragupta one. Okay, he performed Ashwamedha yagas and he issued a gold coins, and he defeated the Shakas and the Kushanas. Okay, next Chandragupta second, okay, successor of the Samudragupta. Okay, next I hope you hear the 9 jewels of the Gupta Empire, Navaratnas. Chandragupta II adopted a title called Vikramaditya. And in the court of the Chandragupta II, there was a presence of the 9 jewels or Navaratnas. Kalidasa, one of the 9 jewels of the Chandragupta II or Chandragupta Vikramaditya. Clear? So, hope you got it. Next, Kumaragupta, okay, son and the successor of the Chandragupta II. He resisted the Hun invasion and he laid a foundation for your Nalanda University. Clear? Next, Skandagupta. The last great Gupta ruler, okay, he repaired and restored the Sudarshana Lake. Sudarshana Lake was established by the Pushyagupta. Pushyagupta was the governor general of the Chandragupta Mauryan Empire. So don't confuse here Chandragupta Maurya and Chandragupta here. Okay, hope you got it. Chandragupta Maurya related to Mauryan Empire. Samudragupta, Chandragupta 2, Chandragupta 1 related to Gupta Empire. Hope you got it. Who established the Sudarshana Lake? Pushyagupta. Pushyagupta was the governor of the Chandragupta Maurya. Okay. Later, the Sudarshana Lake restored by the Skandagupta. Hope you got it. Clear? Clear? Done? So, next, why the Gupta period known as a golden period? Because of the revival of the Hinduism during the Gupta period. Previously, during the Mauryan period as well as the post-Mauryan period, which was the dominated religion in India, Buddhism and the Jainism. Ashoka also patronized the Buddhism. Chandragupta Maurya patronized the Jainism. Later, Kanishka also patronized the Buddhism. He organized the fourth Buddhist council. Yes or not? So, but later, whenever the Gupta Empire was established, they revived the old Hindu religion. Okay, so consolidation of the Hinduism, and also during this time, the Bhagavatism was started. Bhagavatism means what? The worshipping the Vishnu. Also during this period, the Shaktism was also started. Shaktism means what? Worshipping the female goddesses. Clear? So later, next to science and technology. Important personalities. Aryabhatta, considered as a father of algebra. Varahamira, his book or his work. Panchaka, Siddhanta. Okay. Next, Bhaskara, he wrote a book related to Lilavati. Lilavati it is related to maths. Okay. Then Brahmagupta, his work known as a Brahmastupa Siddhanta. Brahmastupa Siddhanta related to astronomy. Clear? So Aryabhatta, Varahamihira, and the Bhaskara and the Brahmagupta. Okay. So they can ask you the question from the books from the ancient India. I have just provided you. Okay, you can provide him. Okay. 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 So important literary works. Okay. They can ask you the match the following questions. Okay. Kalidasa, the works of the Kalidasa, Meghaduta, Kumar Sambhava, Raghuvamsha, Abhijnana Shakuntala, and the Ritu Samhara. Ritu Samhara. Then the Shudraka, that is Mruchakatikam. Mruchakatikam, it is related to the love story between poor Brahmana and the court dancer called Vasanta Sena. Okay, so that is what. Then Vishakadatta, his works, Mudra Rakshasa as well as the Devi Chandra Gupta. Devi Chandra Gupta. Next, Dandin, his work, Dashakumar Charite. Then Amar Simha, his work, Amara Kosha. Clear? Very, very important. Okay, personalities and their literary works. Kalidasa, Shudraka, Vishakadatta, Dandin, and the Amara Simha. Clear? Next, art and architecture. Okay, see, during the time of the Gupta Empire, the Nagara style of the architecture was developed. During the Gupta Empire, the Nagara style of architecture, as the temple architecture was started during the time of Gupta Empire. Ajanta Caves, okay, UNESCO World Heritage Site, Udayagiri Caves, okay, Mahadev Temple of Elephanta Cave. These are the cave architecture related to which empire? That is Gupta Empire. Cave architecture related to Gupta Empire. Then next, this is completed your Gupta Empire. Is there any doubt? Gupta Empire? No doubt? Take your time. Revise it. Go through the Gupta Empire. Revise it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
So Kushans are Hindus or
Questions?
Kushans are Hindus or
Kushanas, sir.
Kushanas.
Where did they come from?
They arrived from the Central Asia. They arrived from the Central Asia. Later, they adopted the Buddhism. Clear?
Before they don't have any.
No, no, no. Huh?
So who is our minister for Chandragupta?
Who is the
Minister of Chandragupta.
Chandragupta Maurya? Amatyas. Amatyas was known as a minister. During the Maurya, minister of the Chandragupta Maurya. Mentor was Kautilya. Is there any question?
No, sir. Like Skandagupta reconstructed
That the founder of the Sudarshana, Pushyagupta.
Pushyagupta.
Pushyagupta was the founder of the he constructed the Sudarshana.
So who is Pushyagupta, sir? Is minister
Minister of the Chandragupta Maurya.
He is minister of Chandragupta.
Chandragupta Maurya.
So I'm minister. It is having the share in the storage, so kindly go through that.
No. Open. Done. Open. So this file consisted all the last year IB. Done. Okay. So now. Done. See. If possible, just follow these documents on a daily basis. Okay. This consists of all the IB PYQs. Okay. ACIO PYQs. Just to go through the question number 7. Question number 7. What is the question number 7?
Which of the following cities?
Which of the following city recognized as a city of the music UNESCO Creative Cities Network? This was a question. Okay, because during that year, both Kozhikode in Kerala as well as the Gwalior was the news. Kozhikode recognized as a city of the literature and Gwalior recognized as a city of the music. Okay, hence they asked the question. Clear? This is how they ask you the question from the current affairs. Clear? So while you are following the PYQs, just go through the what is the UNESCO Creative City Network, when it was started. See, they asked the question of UNESCO Creative Cities Network. What is the creative? Your responsibility is to cover this aspect in 360-degree angle. What is the Creative Cities Network? When it was started, and at total, how many cities of India are recognized as a creative cities? At present, how many cities? The city of the music, city of the literature, city of the artifacts. Okay, just to go through it. How many cities in India are recognized as a UNESCO Creative Cities Network? Okay, so this is what. Next. One second. Question number 90. Look at the question number 90. Question number 90. 19. What is the question?
Scarab and symbols of Hoysala, which was declared as a UNESCO World Heritage.
UNESCO World Heritage Site in which state? That is Karnataka. Clear? Why this was question? Why this became a question? Because this was a news in that particular year. Okay. Now they can ask you the question from the Maratha military landscape. Okay. Why Maratha military landscape? Because it was in news. It is recognized as a UNESCO site. You can expect 100% question. Clear? These are the low hanging fruits. Okay. You should not ignore it. Next, in next section, that is question number 4. Next section, question number 4.
The Bhagavad Gita
Huh.
is the part of
The Bhagavad Gita is a part of the Mahabharata and it is a dialogue between Krishna and the Arjuna. Is it common sense or not? Is it part of the Mahabharata, yes or not? Yes, right. Next, Shankaracharya associated with the Advaita Vedanta school of Hindu philosophy. Yes, correct. Advaita means what? Non-dualism, only single God, that is Brahman. Okay. So that is what Shankaracharya. Then Rigveda is the oldest of the Vedas and contains hymns dedicated to various deities. Yes or not? Oldest Vedas, I have already told you. The first Veda composed during the time of early Vedic period. Okay, various gods like Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Soma, Agni comes under the Rigveda. Okay. Next, the Natya Shastra attributed to sage Bharata is an ancient Indian treatise on the performing the arts and the closely related to expression of Hindu spirituality. Natya Shastra, it one of the major source regarding the origin of the Bharatanatyam. Okay, so that is what both all these statements are correct. These are all the statements based on your common sense. Okay, so that is what. Next, question number 5, I will tell you later. That is medieval India. Okay, so next, question number 10. Who among the following was the minister who helped the king Ashoka to acquire the throne? That is Radhagupta. Answer is correct, Radhagupta. Okay, so after the death of Bindusara, okay, there were 100 brothers of the Ashoka. He killed all the brothers. Okay, and Radhagupta helped to Ashoka. Okay, to acquire the throne. That is something story is there. Okay, so that's why. Mm. Next, question number 14. The height of the dancing girl figure of the Indus Valley civilization. 11 centimeter. Clear? Vijayanagar Empire, I will tell you. Okay. Indian National Congress, I will tell you. Ancient India, we will cover. So the next shift, next question. Uh, mm, question number. 1 second. I'm searching it. Page number 54, question number 10. Page number 54, question number 10. What is the question number 10? 54, question number 10. Who assassinated the king brother of the Mauryan Empire? Who? I told you, Pushyamitra Shunga killed the last ruler of the Mauryan Empire, Brodrata. Later, he laid a foundation for the Shunga dynasty. Okay, direct question from your static portion. Clear? So, next. Second. Look at the question number 87. Page number 87, question number 11. Page number 87, question number 11. In one shift, they asked the creative cities regarding the music. In another shift, they asked the question regarding the literature. Okay, so this is how. This includes modern India. Question number 7. Question number page number 92. Question number 7.
The Four Noble Truths of Buddhism.
The Four Noble Truths. Okay. Form the central doctrine of the Buddhism. Yes or not? I have told you. Four Noble Truths, Ashtangika Marga, the concept of the Nirvana, the concept of the Dhamma, middle path related to Buddhism. Clear? Statement 1 is correct. Next, the concept of the Anatta in Buddhism denies the existence of the permanent soul. Yes, it is correct. Clear? Next, Mahayana Buddhism introduced the concept of Bodhisattva. Okay, so in which council the Buddhism divided into two sects, Hinayana and the Mahayana? In which council? Fourth Buddhist council, the Buddhism divided into Hinayana as well as the Mahayana. Bodhisattva means what? If you attained a enlightenment, if you attained a nirvana, okay, it's your duties to help others, okay, to attain the nirvana. If imagine if I attained the nirvana, nirvana means what? Knowledge. Okay, see, if I attained the nirvana, it's my duty to, I will help you to, okay, to attain the nirvana. That is what the concept of the Bodhisattva. Okay, that is related to Mahayana Buddhism. Next, the Milindapana is Pali is a Pali text record the dialogue between the Indo-Greek king Meander and the monk Nagasena. While I am dictating you while UPSC classes, okay, I have told you the Milindapana, the dialogue between the Nagasena and the Indo-Greek king Milinda. Okay, so the ancient books, okay, it was there. Both all these statements are correct. Okay. Next, question number 8. Which of the following structures of the Buddhist architecture used living as a quarters of monks? What is the difference between chaityas and viharas? I have told you in Buddhism while we are dealing with the Buddhism in UPSC classes. What is the difference between chaityas and the viharas? Viharas means residing places. These are the residing places of the Buddhist monks. Chaityas means the worshipping places, the place of the worship of the Buddhist monks. The chaityas kind of a temples in Buddhism. Clear? Just go through it. What is the difference between chaityas and the viharas? Direct question. Next question. Question number 9. Just next question. Arthashastra was written by? Just basic question, direct, 2 marks. Okay. Single marks is very, very important to clear the cutoff. Okay, don't ignore these. These are the low hanging fruits. Don't ignore these questions. Clear? It will take 1 or 2 seconds to answer. While you are solving the aptitude or the reasoning, for one question it will take 1 or 2 minutes. But marks is same for that question, for this question. Okay, hence don't ignore these questions. Next. Question number 12. Tripitakas, 3 baskets. Buddhism. I will tell you Buddhism. 3 Pitakas. Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka, and the Vinaya Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka deals with the discourse of the Buddha, or Sutta Pitaka also known as the Buddha Vachana. Clear? Next, Abhidhamma Pitaka, it deals with the philosophical aspects of the Buddhism. Then Vinaya Pitaka, it deals with the rules and the procedure for the Buddhist monks and the nuns. If I adopted the Buddhism, whatever the rules for me, whatever the procedure for me, Clear? This is about the Vinaya Pitaka. Okay, all these three Pitakas are written in the Pali language. Clear? See question number 13. Look at the question number 13. When was the Constitution of India was adopted? Basic question. Yes or not? Very basic question. Next shift. Okay. So that's why I told you. Okay. POIQs are very, very important. Mm. See question page number 130, question number 20.
Question number?
20. Page number 130. Page number 1. See why this was question? Why this was became a question? It is part of the history as well as the current affair. This question asked in which section? Your current affairs section. Hope you got it. Regarding the Shivaji. Okay, Prime Minister inaugurated the Shivaji statue. Okay, so that's what. Question number, page number 132, question number 5. See, the Tripitaka is the traditional term of Buddhist monasteries. Okay, so Tripitaka is related to Buddhist or not? Buddhism, is it right? Next, the Jatakas were voluminous body of literature concerning the previous birth of the Gautama Buddha. Jataka stories, I have told you. Okay, so Buddhism is related to Jataka story. The second Buddhist council was convinced at Kundalavana, Kashmir, resulted in the first Sangha. Okay. So that is what the second Buddhist council was. Kundalavana, Kashmir.
That is
Kashmir is good.
Kashmir is fourth Buddhist council or not? So second Buddhist council was in Vaishali. Clear? Vaishali or Vallabhi, I don't know. So I will tell you. Okay, don't worry. So see, third statement is usually wrong because you know the see. This is what the application of your basic knowledge. You very well know. Now three Buddhist council. Okay, first Buddhist council was held in Rajagriha. Third Buddhist council was held in Pataliputra. Fourth Buddhist council was held in Kashmir. Okay. Now they are combining the second Buddhist council with fourth Buddhist council. It is completely wrong. So if you eliminate this third statement, okay, next. The Mauryan Emperor Ashoka embraced Buddhism after the Battle of Kalinga and they helped in the its spread. Yes or not? I have told you. After the Kalinga war, the lot of bloodshed was happened and he changed his policy from Digvijaya to Dharma Vijaya. Later, he decided to stop the war and he decided to start the promotion of the Buddhism. I have told you. Direct question from your basics. Yes or not? So this is what. Question number 8. Same 133. Question number 8. Harappa of the Harappan civilization was located on which river? First term Ravi River. Mohenjo-daro on which river? Indus River. Okay, I have given you a PPT there. Hope you got it. Same basic question. Humayun's tomb there. Okay, next. Question number 17, 136. Arthashastra consists how many books? 15 books. I have told you. Okay, in UPSC classes I have told you. Now I didn't told you. See, one shift they asked the who wrote the Arthashastra. Now they asking the another shift they asking the how many books. Again in another shift they asking you different aspect regarding the Arthashastra. Same concept, but they are asking various types of the questions regarding the same concept. So that's why I'm telling you, while you are reading the one particular topic, try to cover it in a 360-degree angle. Hope you got it. So that's why. Next, question number 19, 137, page number 137.
Just so Buddhism.
Basic question. Hinayana and the Mahayana related to Buddhism. Which is in which council it was divided?
Kushi.
Which council? Buddhist council, sir. Hope you got it. So that is what. Same question, very easy questions. Studies. Question number 176. Sorry, page number 176, question number 9. Page number 176, question number 9. No, question number 176. Sorry, page number 176, question number 9.
The Buddha got
The Buddha got enlightenment under which tree? People tree. Where? Gaya. Bodh Gaya. Okay. On the which river bank? River Niranjana. Clear? So this is what? Basic question. Yes or not? Easy question. Medieval India, they ask her the questions. Okay. Mhm. See, question number 20. Look at the question number 20. Malvika Mitra was composed by the Kalidasa. And it describes the Agnimitra, son of Pushyamitra Shunga, as a belongings to Baimbika Kula and Bauddhayana Saruta Sutra, represents the Bimbikaya as a Kashyapa. Look at the questions. Question number 20. Yes or not? Page number 180, question number 20. Page number 180, question number 20. Last question. Regarding the Malvikagni Mitra, that is both the statement are correct. Okay, so
What is the page number, sir?
180. Question number 214. Sorry, page number 214, question number 18.
214.
214. Question number 18. Navy Day, regarding Navy Day. Next to question number 215. Sorry, page number 215, question number 2. See, I told you, what is the question?
In the east,
East and Central India, the Mauryans were succeeded by whom? See, post-Mauryan period, remember the map? Okay, post-Mauryan period, in northwest part, the foreigners, Kushana, Shakas, Parthians, okay, Indo-Greeks. In Central India,
uh,
Shunga, Kanwa, same question. Directly question from your map. In Deccan part, Shatvahanas and Vakataka. In southern part, Sangam period, Chola, Chera, and the Pandya. What is the question? The east and the central India, the Mauryans were succeeded by whom? Both Kanwas as well as the Shunga. Central India map, remember the map. Direct question from your notes. Hope you got it. Question number 10. 218, page number 218. Question number 10. They asked the match the following. Aranyakas. Question number 10.
consider the point.
No. So Aranyakas related to which religion? Aranyakas. Hindu religion. Remember Shruti literature, Smriti literature. Okay. Aranyakas, Brahmanas. Aranyakas means what? Forest books. Next. What is it? Janamasakis. Okay. That is Sikhism. You don't know. Okay. Next. Agama Sutras. Buddhism. Okay. Next. Tripitakas. Tripitakas related to which religion? Buddhism. See, remember. See, I don't know. Only I know two. One is Aranyaka, another one is Tripitakas. So, one is wrong. Fourth one is wrong. Eliminate the fourth one. 1 and 2 gone. Next two. That is third one is, which is that? Second one is also wrong. Okay. So fourth one is wrong. Eliminate 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, next automatically 3 will become your answer. Okay. So both 1 and 2. Tripitakas is related to Buddhism. See, now listen here. This is how you have to follow the PYQS. This is where they will ask you question. One is static, another one is current affairs. Okay, approximately both from the current affairs section and from the your static section, 6 to 7 or 5 to 6 question they will ask you from history. 5, remember 5. What is the 5 into 2? 10. 10 question, 10 marks from history. So my suggestion is to go through the notes. You have comprehensive notes. Go through the notes. Okay. So if you want any broader information, just follow her. Okay. To take the notes from her and just follow it. Okay. I have provided you everything. Don't worry about it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So try to follow the PYQS. Okay. Tomorrow we will complete the ancient India, post Gupta period. Then we will move to the medieval. Tomorrow we will complete the medieval India. Then modern India. Then your current affairs. Okay, not only history, try to follow all the subject, try to follow the current affairs. Very, very important. Hope you got it. So whatever I am telling you, okay. Now we shall stop here. We'll continue from the tomorrow class. Okay, just revise it. Whatever we have did in today class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me tomorrow. Okay, don't be hesitant. Okay, I will provide you everything, whatever you want to clear the exam. Okay, so is there a doubt? Is it good or not? Class is okay? Okay, ma'am, you? Okay, so now we shall stop here. We will continue from next class. Okay, thank you. Okay.